Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jim Yadi22, who has joined us this afternoon.
Give us 30 seconds. Good afternoon. I'm not sure if it's dark because we're in morning, or is it just dark because you want to see me and I want to see you? Well, that's excellent. It's been 95 years next week that the first genocide of the 20th century was perpetrated on the Armenian nation and the Armenians by the Ottoman Empire into what today is called Turkey. And that's going to be a commemoration that would be, we will, I don't want to use the word celebrating, but we will be commemorating next week. And I do hope that you join us. It's going to be at Hall Crown Place at Victoria Park in the 401. And on May 17th, it's going to be almost 90 years plus that the Pontian genocide occurred by the Ottoman Empire in Pontus, or the Black Sea, on the Greeks of that part of the world. And then in 1922, between the 9th of September to the 12th of September, there was the burning of Izmir. And then, having said all that, in 1939, Hitler, when he was trying to find his final solution, he said, "Who remembers the Armenian genocide?" And there were 6 million people that were killed of the Jewish faith just because they believed in something. And he thought that the world had learned, and he thought that the world would be a better place as we moved on. And then in 1988, March, there was another genocide that occurred. Bombing with gas of civilians. And this was not of another country. This was of his own country. Saddam Hussein tried to find the final solution as far as the Kurds were concerned. And although 5,000 people died in that short segment of a couple of days, the destruction of the Kurdish nation, it was not something that was done overnight. It was something that was systematically carried on since early 70s, when Saddam Hussein and the Ba'ath Party took power. And it was all because of oil. The problem in the Middle East is because of Kirkuk and the oil that exists in Kirkuk. But who am I preaching these to you? You know better, far better than I do what happened. Some of you left Kurdistan because you fled from the regime of Saddam Hussein, and some of you have come to Canada seeking a better life, joining family members, and making a difference here. But you know what? Destruction didn't stop at halabja. It continued in Rwanda and continues today in Sudan. And you figure that the world will be a better place because of the lessons that we've learned from yesterday. Well, I know you're seeing some pictures behind me. I had the pleasure last summer to travel to Kurdistan with myself, with my friend Sartik, and we visited Erbil, we went to Suleimania, we went to Kirkuk, we crossed the border into Iraq south, then we went to the falls, you know the places better than I do, Sartik, Shaklawa, and then we went to Suleimania. And when I went to visit the museum, the picture you see behind me, I think my feet, my knees were melt like jello. And it's a little difficult. And I'm trying to hold my composure. Because when people kill other individuals just because of their beliefs, or just because they think differently, and you find the final solution of bombarding individuals, or killing them, or putting them up on the wall and shooting them, or digging mass graves, or machine gunning them down, or chopping them down, however you do it, it's not an easy thing. Some of you lived it, some of you even to this day can hear the planes coming at you. Well, I've talked to people that have seen it in Rwanda. Romeo Dallaire lived it, and he's a Canadian senator, and he tells you that he's still got nightmares on a daily basis. Last week when I was in Ottawa and we were commemorating the 95th day, 95 years of the Armenian genocide, there was a fellow from Rwanda there, and I spoke to him, and he had family that was butchered. And I tell you, it doesn't matter if you're a Kurd, it doesn't matter if you're a Greek, it doesn't matter if you're Armenian, if you're Sudanese, if you're a Jew, if you're a Rwandan, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that changes are the last names, the places in the world where it happened, and maybe their religion. But you got the person that orchestrates this, Saddam Hussein and Chemical Ali. You got the guys that are flying the planes, and they probably